Hello, I'm back, kinda. Channel update. What is going on here? Yeah, business as usual, more or less, possibly less actually, rather than more. Gameplay videos will begin probably tomorrow. That will please some people. What won't please some people is the Friday Talkie is dead. Rest in peace, the Friday Talkie. Why? What the hell? Why am I scrapping what is my most popular show? Simple reason, I got sick of it. It's the whole, it kind of loomed as a big, loomy thing, like big weight thingy, what's his face, his sword, Damocles is it, over my head, coming up to every Friday. It was like, what can I talk about for the Friday Talkie? Got to think of a subject, and it just dominated my headspace in such a way that was not productive. It became a real negative thing in my head and just made me not want to make videos. So sod it. No, I will still do talkie videos. But what I'm going to do different is not hold anything I've got to say until Friday. If I want to say something, I'm going to say it as and when I feel like it, and not try and do a big, well, I wouldn't say all-encompassing, but not try and combine it all into one show on one day. The weight of expectation, I think, I know people really enjoyed watching it and they were looking forward to it, and it was that knowing people were waiting for this and very often having nothing to give you. So yeah, it's gone. I will now do talkie videos when I have something to say, whatever day it happens to be. Sorry to those of you who aren't happy about that, but tough. That's what's happening. Gameplay as normal, and there will be gameplays at the weekend. It used to be Friday Talkie was on the Friday, and then there will be nothing until Monday, because I liked to give people time to watch the Friday Talkie, because it took so much from me. It might not see me, I just sat there and went blah, but it towards the end it took a lot out of me, and I just wanted to give people time to watch it to make it worth my while. Now, stuff that I will make videos, gameplay videos will go up at the weekend, and talkie type videos will go up just whenever I've got something to talk about. So, I do have something to talk about now, and this subject has actually been covered to death by many people. I just watched one just this minute that actually said everything that I think. So what I'm about to say is kind of redundant, because they probably went into more detail and did it better than me. And that is a video by Kouen and Lasharus, the Symbian Freak channel. Yeah, the new 3DS. If you want to see someone talking about it in more detail and probably better than me, go and watch their video. But if you want to see what I think, stay here. The new 3DS. So what the hell is that then? Well, take a 3DS or a 3DS XL, like this one. Add some extra buttons on it, extra shoulder buttons, so you've got your normal ones there, but then add another one just here as well, because and then add a tiny little button just here, which is actually a kind of an analog nub, just there. Add a faster processor and add an increased viewing angle. So you know how on the 3DS and the 3DXL you got to hold it rock steady, otherwise you lose the 3D effect. They've cured that. They've added some kind of eye tracking, so it can tell whether you've moved your head, and it compensates. That is clever. Having another 3D controller sounds like a good idea, because, well, games just work better with two analog controllers. Did I say 3D controller a second ago? Anyway, yeah, basically, it is what the 3DS should have been from the beginning. Bit more power, more analog control. On a technical level, I like the sound of it. I find that extra analog controller they've added nonsensical in that it's tiny and positioned weirdly. Supposedly it's going to be used for like just moving camera angles around more easily, I guess, which then, it's first-person shooters that really need dual analog controls, and Nintendo and first-person shooters, don't know about that. Not really their thing. I mean, GoldenEye, yeah, but the controls on that were a bloody nightmare. So on a technical level, I find it interesting. But, alright, naming, and this is something Kouen and Lasharus picked up on. New 3DS. What are they thinking of? Did they not learn with the Wii U? People didn't know what the hell a Wii U was. How, new 3DS. So have I just gone out and bought a new 3DS, or what has a person just bought when they bought a new 3DS? Is it a 3DS that's new, or is it a new 3DS that's new? Really, 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 I'm sorry, I've got to swear. Fucking moronic. Nintendo, what are you doing? And that's just a trivial grumble. I mean, it's a stupid name. But it's going to cost them sales, because if you want people to buy something, they've got to know what it is. And with a naming system like that, people don't know what the bloody hell it is. They don't know that it's something new. Putting new into the title doesn't tell people what it is. They don't know, is it is it the same as the last thing? Saying it's new doesn't mean anything. Maybe it means something in Japan. Add Super. You had the Super NES. People knew that the Super NES was not the same as the NES. Maybe adding new in Japan means something different to adding new here. To say new here means you just bought it. It's brand new. Not it's a different product. Stupid. Anyway, but that's not the biggest problem, though it could prove to be a big problem in terms of their sales. The biggest problem is, what is the purpose of this new handheld? What does it mean for the old, or not new, 3DS and 3DS XL? I've got this. I got this for Christmas a year and a bit ago. Not last Christmas, but the one before it. What does it mean for this? Because there are going to be exclusives for the new 3DS. Does that mean that this is now defunct? It seems to me there is a way they could utilise this new piece of hardware in a way that made sense. And by that I mean, you've got your 3DS game that comes out. Say, let's have a new Mario Kart game, just for an example. Call it Mario Kart 9, shall we say, which will be much like Mario Kart 7, but new tracks, new characters, blah blah, whatever, some new game feature, cool game. And then if you've got the new 3DS, you can have better graphics, different control options. Something like that. Give enhanced options on games that will work on the older hardware as well. Like you buy PC games and you've got settings that you adjust according to the hardware you're running, graphical quality, all that kind of thing, enhanced physics, whatever, that just make things look more funky on a more advanced piece of hardware. But you've got the option. You can adjust them. So have like standard mode and enhanced mode, depending on which version of the 3DS you've got. That would make sense. That would work. Having new games that will only work on the new console would be a disaster, because straight away there are two effects there. You alienate all the people who've just got 3DSs and 3DS XLs because they can't play the new game. And you have a very limited user base for the new piece of hardware. And given that, well, to my mind, the software library for the 3DS is limited anyway. Great if you like cute games, great if you like Pokemon, great if you like Mario and Luigi, great if you like puzzle games, great if you like weird Japanese RPGs. But if you're someone like me who wants racing games, shoot 'em ups, first person shooters and stuff like that, say PlayStation kind of stuff, it's not very good at all. I've got 5 games on their little cartridge thing and a load of downloaded retro stuff. And of those, I play Mario Kart 7, Star Fox, and what's it, that Sega space shooty thing. And I don't play anything else on it. It's just like, pfft. So it's limited. And so if they bring out a new 3DS, the library is going to be even more limited. Because here's the thing, third-party support is already fairly limited for Nintendo hardware. So if they bring out something new with it will be a much smaller installed user base. Third parties, they're just going to look at it and laugh and say, yeah, why would we? Why should we bother making games for that? And, you know, they'll have fragmented their market. 3DS and new 3DS, you got 2 separate things, and it's a mess. You're going to wind up with a new piece of kit with no software support to speak of. Why buy it? I won't, not unless they do something miraculous, because I don't get it. I don't understand. If you're going to release something new, don't do an incremental update that renders your previous hardware redundant. If you're going to do something new that renders your previous hardware redundant, you do something big. You do something that is dramatically better, not an incremental update. That's dumb, unless it just allows for enhancements on existing, or I wouldn't say existing, you know, new games that work on the old hardware but with enhancements for the new hardware. That would work, that would make sense. Anything else would be ridiculous. And let's face it, Nintendo have shown us they're very capable of being ridiculous these days and doing some pretty stupid things. I don't get it. It seems risky. Like I said, from a technical standpoint, it is what the 3DS should have been in the first place. But given that they really made a bit of a... Given that it wasn't what it should have been, but was still quite good, they should have stuck with it for a bit longer and then released something much better. Not just a minor update. That's dumb. Anyway, I'm repeating myself, so that's that. Have I got anything else to talk about? No, not really. Just to say I'm back. Thank you for sticking with me, really, and thank you to everyone who wished me a happy birthday, because it was my birthday a couple of days ago, and I got lots and lots and lots and lots of happy birthday wishes on Facebook and on Twitter and on here. Far too many, unfortunately, for me to name everyone, and I wasn't able to reply in person, but big thank you to everyone. Yeah. Coming up, gameplay and stuff like this as and when, really. Video just released actually on my other channel, on BenwaysWorld, showing part of what I've been doing for the last few weeks. New room layout in what used to be my old... You know, I used to have 2 game rooms. Well, this room had all my consoles in it, and the other room had all my computers, and it had the TV, and it was where I played the games. And then I moved everything in here, and that room in there became a spare bedroom. Anyway, it's all changed around again now, and I've done other stuff with that room. So if you're interested in what I've done with that, check out my BenwaysWorld channel. I'll link to the video somewhere. I said in that video that I'd link to other videos, and I haven't done it yet, so you know, maybe I'll get round to it. We shall see. That's that. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please consider clicking the thumbs up button.
I upload videos daily, so go ahead and hit subscribe if you'd like to see more. To all those who've already subscribed, I'd just like to say a great big thank you.